Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. The US Commerce Department is reportedly investigating DeepSeek, the Chinese company whose AI model recently gained prominence for potential use of US chips banned from export to China. According to a Reuters report, a source indicates organized AI chip smuggling to China has been traced through countries like Malaysia, Singapore and the UAE. DeepSeek has said it used NVIDIA's H800 chips, legally purchasable in 2023, but it remains unclear if they've used other controlled chips. Meanwhile, numerous companies and government agencies around the world are said to be restricting employee access to DeepSeek's newly released AI tools. Citing cybersecurity firms, Bloomberg reports that hundreds of organizations, especially those associated with governments, are blocking DeepSeek due to potential data leak and privacy concerns. Last week, DeepSeek launched a free assistant. It says uses less data at a fraction of the cost of US models. Despite its initial market impact, investors believe it poses little threat to the magnificent 7 US tech giants. A Bloomberg survey revealed 88% of respondents anticipate little to no impact on these companies' shares. Few are cutting S&P 500 exposure, which is heavily weighted towards these tech firms. Instead, most believe factors like President Donald Trump's policies will drive market volatility this year. On the domestic front, the 15 AI proxy companies tracked by The Edge all rose, though by closing, 4, Tenaga Nasional, CIMB Property, Nation Gate Holdings and UEM Sunrise did not manage to hold on to the initial gains. The counters that did close higher include YTL Power International, up 0.6% at 3 ringgit 13 sen, Ranhill Utilities climbing 8% to 1 ringgit 32, Sunway Construction Group up 4.9% to 3 ringgit 45, and Eco World Development Group, which settled 4.8% higher at 1 ringgit 75. Analysts remained positive about CIMB Group holdings, even as they predicted softer fourth quarter results for the group, with at least one research house upgrading its rating after a recent dip in CIMB's share price. The lender's fourth quarter net interest margin is expected to compress sequentially from the previous quarter, amid seasonal fixed deposit competition in Malaysia. Non-interest income is also expected to soften due to weaker trading and foreign exchange performance. Despite these challenges, analysts remain generally optimistic about the bank's longer-term outlook. Hong Leong Investments Bank upgraded its call to a buy with a revised target price of 9 ringgit 20 sen from 8 ringgit 80 sen. Maybank, meanwhile, maintained its buy call with an unchanged target price of 9 ringgit 20 sen. Kenanga Research kept its market perform rating and a target price of 7 ringgit 60 sen. At today's close, CIMB's shares were up 8 sen or 1% to 8 ringgit 2 sen, valuing the company at 86.07 billion ringgit. Housing and Local Government Minister Nga Kor Meng said the federal government has approved an allocation of 60 million ringgit for the expansion of the Sultan Azlan Shah Airport in Ipoh, Perak. Nga labelled the news as long-awaited and a special Chinese New Year gift from Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, noting the airport, which has an annual capacity of 500,000 passengers, exceeded its limits last year, reaching 512,000 passengers. With this expansion, he said the airport will be able to handle up to 700,000 passengers annually. The development will be undertaken in phases, according to Nga, with 8 million ringgit allocated for the first phase and 52 million ringgit for the second. Additionally, the Ipoh City Council will contribute 4 million ringgit to improve the airport's entrance and exit routes. Besides the capacity expansion, Nga noted that a 26-acre plot of land adjacent to the airport will be developed as a cargo facility. He said this is to strengthen Perak's position by enabling the export of high-value products to countries such as Singapore and Thailand. DXN Holdings is terminating its plan to develop a medicine facility and a wellness centre due to a lack of progress and failure to achieve the expected benefits. The group had signed a memorandum of agreement with Persatuan Holistik and Herba Malaysia in September 2023 for the establishment of the medicine facility and a memorandum of understanding in October 2023 with European Wellness Centres Inc. for the wellness centre. In a filing with Bursa Malaysia today, DXN said it has issued a 30-day notice of termination to both parties. DXN, which sells health and wellness products, said the move will not have any material financial impact on the group. LSJ Global, the largest shareholder of the group with a 48.16% stake, is controlled by DXN's executive chairman and founder Datuk Lim Xiao Jin. Shares of DXN gained 1.9% to close at 53 sen, giving the group a market capitalization of 2.59 billion ringgit. The Ministry of Human Resources has reminded employers that the new minimum wage order will come into effect nationwide starting tomorrow. The minimum monthly wage of 1,700 per month applies to employers with 5 or more employees, as well as employers running professional activities, regardless of the number of workers they hire. For those with fewer than 5 employees, the order will take effect on August 1st, giving employers sufficient time to make adjustments to their salary structures and company operations. Failure to comply with the new minimum wage order is an offence and may result in a fine. The ministry also issued a reminder that the minimum wage should not be used as a benchmark for starting salaries, especially for graduates, and that workers should be paid fairly based on their skill sets. 4.37 million workers will benefit from the order.